I don't even really have a donkey today. I just want to talk to us, my fellow Americans. Listen, America has spoken, and they spoke loud and clear. Donald Trump will be the 47th president of the United States of America. I have friends on the right. I have friends on the left. I have friends that are independents. And regardless of who we all decided to vote for yesterday, guess what? Donald Trump is now all of our president again. I don't want to fight anyone. I don't want to argue with anyone because at the end of the day, we are all Americans and we all want what's best for this country. I hope. Okay, I know today Democrats are going to be looking for someone to blame. Let me be the first to tell you it's not just one thing. I personally feel like Donald Trump speaks to people's grievances better than Democrats do. I know people are going to talk about misinformation and the dumbing down of society. I understand all of that, but you don't have to be intelligent to know you can't pay your bills. You don't have to be intelligent to know you can't afford groceries. People will forget what you did. They will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And to millions of Americans, tens of millions of Americans, they simply felt financially better when Trump was in office. I don't think it's fair to just chalk up, Trump winning to racism, sexism, homophobia, anti-Semitism. Yes, he tapped into all of the worst things America has ever had to offer. And there are a lot of people who agree with his rhetoric and voted for him because of those reasons. But I truly believe most people voted for him because they want more money in their pocket and they want to feel safe. Look, I know the economy does better under Democrat presidents, but Democrats haven't been able to make the American people believe that. I know the border is a bipartisan issue, but Democrats spent a lot of time acting like it wasn't an issue. Democrats created the sanctuary cities. Democrats told them to come on in. Meanwhile, Republicans were putting migrants on buses and planes and sending them to those sanctuary cities, and then Democrats had to change course. But it might have been too little too late, because at the end of the day, once again, when you see all that money going to migrants, going to the border issue, all you can think to yourself is they have billions for that, but aren't making investments into the communities right here in America. You see homeless people everywhere. You don't have no money in your pocket. You don't know how you're going to pay your bills. You're facing eviction. Listen, I'm not saying Trump is going to fix all.
So you do understand, Charlamagne?
He switched up so
broken
bad.
clock is twice right twice a day. This guy is obviously selectively smart, because he was playing dumb this whole election, but obviously down at his side lost. He done knew what it was the whole time. He knew all the stuff that he was promoting and fighting for was bullshit. So I believe we can confer that he was bought and paid.
Nah, he was speaking facts until he said the economy does better under Democrats.
They always say that.
Well,
they always say that.
Yeah, you could tell he was for sure was bought and paid for, but he probably had to see at the election and see how the audience, like when you look at the map, it shows that a lot of states and a lot of places was red.
A ton.
Every ton of places.
Every swing state.
Actually,
if we counted the counties, the boom.
No, we talking about just the counties.
The counties, it was bad. I know the population has something to do with it, but the counties was very red. I'm talking about probably even the blue states. Even the states that went blue, majority of the state was red.
Yeah, California almost turned red.
Yeah, I seen that. And did you see all the arrow one? That was a map of how many people voted left in 2020, voted right. This one, it was astronomical. This shit is great.
I just think the Democrats really just overestimated their power. I mean, they used all these celebrity endorsements and famous people endorsements and tried to gaslight people into thinking and voting a certain way. And everything they tried backfired. And the American people spoke. Y'all not finna bully us. Y'all not finna fool us with these paid endorsements for people. I guess they thought that people were foolish enough to fall for a celebrity endorsement. And I guess that they proved that they weren't.
It's still,
I believe that we're going to see a trend of more people voting right in the future.
I think
the Democratic Party finna be over with, because this kind of showed the corruption, bro. No, I've been seeing videos where even Stephen A. he said it showed y'all are a machine. It showed.
I think it also
showed how bad of a machine y'all are.
The media can do all that, because we saw the percentages of how much bad things they said about Trump, how many good things they said about Kamala, but yet the American people were still not even close decided Trump. That shows that the media is powerful, but the American people are smart.
We gotta be real. It wasn't too far.
They knew that the media was just fear mongering a lot of the
presidential race. It was far, but at the same time, I think he only beat her by 4 million votes, which is a lot.
But it's about the states he won.
It was states, but it was still a lot of dumbasses that voted for Kamala. We gotta be real.
Well, no, it was the. I'm
that's gonna happen. Hey, we still seeing them rallies. The Beyonce the whole what's that whole stadium, the little soccer stadium was packed down here in Houston.
That
whole stadium on the field, in the field was packed.
So we can't say Democrats are done forever. All they do have to do is reset and
no, I truly think
new candidate.
It is like a football or basketball.
They're gonna get a new coach, new quarterback.
Democrats, if they're done forever, then therefore they're gonna say this is not a democracy anymore.
They're gonna have to make a new
party. The Democrats are gonna be there forever.
I feel like they're gonna have to make. I feel like they're gonna have to make a new party.
Nah,
this nigga crazy, y'all.
They're gonna have to make a new party, man.
It's not that bad, bro. They can reset.
Hey,
they lost the election. It happens.
Obviously, they were only $4 million off, buddy. They have to do something a little different. It wasn't 15 million to 200 million.
Every time somebody wins, you know.
I think they over with.
How was they not over with after what happened with Ronald Reagan?
They reset. They bring in Obama.
That's the point.
I told y'all, bring in Denzel.
They got new people.
Even though Denzel Republican, but let's keep going, man.
You see homeless people everywhere. You don't have no money in your pocket. You don't know how you're going to pay your bills. You're facing eviction. Listen, I'm not saying Trump is going to fix all of that. All I'm saying is Donald Trump has made people feel like he will fix all that in a way that Democrats haven't. Once again, don't just chalk it up to racism, sexism. Okay, I believe those things play a role, but at the end of the day, it's the economy, stupid. And Democrats might just be really out of touch with what everyday Americans are feeling. I didn't want to come on here today and be all doom and gloom.
You the donkey
I have
of the day.
absolutely zero reason to believe Donald Trump is going to be a president that brings people together. But I'm going to be optimistic because I don't know any other way to be. I hope this isn't the beginning of Donald Trump's revenge tour. I hope this is the golden age of America, as he said. I hope all the nut-ass things Trump said he was going to do, he doesn't do, because one thing Vice President Kamala Harris said repeatedly is Trump has an enemies list, I have a to-do list. There is a lot of things that need to be done in America, and I hope he gets to doing it. And we, the people, need to look alive on the ground, because you have a Republican Party that has a majority in the Senate. Judge Samuel Alito and Clarence Thomas, they'll probably retire. That means Trump will get 2 more Supreme Court picks. So what I'm basically saying is there is nothing we can do right now but try to come together some way, somehow. That's it. Huffington Post just posted an article with the headline, Trump just ran the most racist campaign in modern history and won. What are we supposed to do about that? Okay, I'm looking at some of these numbers. I don't even know if these are true, but I'm looking at...
Stop calling him a Nazi.
He just quoted the Huffington Post.
Stop calling us Nazis.
It's a fucking article where journalists write shit. Hey, wow, they wrote an opinion.
I know I bring this all the time.
It's a liberal. I bring this
up all the time, but when they call Vivek a Nazi, that's when I know I wasn't tripping for real.
Oh, if you don't bring that up enough, actually. If you call Vivek a Nazi, I've heard a lot of people who are on the left say, "Hey, but that dude right there, Vivek, it's hard. You can't argue with Vivek. You cannot."
Yeah, he made people lose their jobs.
Y'all caused the division in this country.
On here, they call Vivek a Nazi. The girl wasn't it?
Nah, they didn't call.
No, the girl was on here. It was the girl on here.
No, it was Van Jones.
Okay.
He said that is a step away from Nazi rhetoric.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's why Vivek ran up on him.
Arguing with Vivek and said, when have you showed leadership?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
she was the same when they got into it with Michaela.
Yeah, she was trash. That was, what was her name?
Not the billionaire who started billionaire companies. He doesn't know leadership.
She said, actually, in the 3rd grade.
She said, I organized my classmate.
That was a
clear example of
retarded. I don't say this often.
That shows how stupid.
She is unintelligent.
No, that shows you how intelligent.
We have to give Vivek a lot of credit. He exposed a lot of the liberal dumbasses.
Vivek
started with
predicted a lot of things, bro.
Started with Don Lemon.
He said they not gonna run Joe Biden.
Ran the most racist campaign in modern history and won. What are we supposed to do about that? Okay, I'm looking at some of these numbers. I don't even know if these are true, but I'm looking at the numbers. I'm seeing high Hispanic, voters nationwide voted for him. I'm seeing a slight uptick in black men. They are 52% of white women. We can keep saying, Trump is a threat to democracy, but nobody's treating him like one. Not the media, not the DOJ, and certainly not the voters, because they spoke last night. America got the president it voted for, and America got the president it deserved. But now I'm simply asking, how can we all coexist civilly? That's what I'm thinking about today. That's what I'm thinking about right now. People are hitting me saying things like, we about to live in a world that looks like our grandparents' world or worse. People are saying this is going to be Jim Crow 2.0. I don't know, but I don't think that's what any of us want, right?
He got a microphone behind him.
It might be too much to process right now. It is early in the morning, okay? This is all just hitting us. So if you want to get back to this later, I'm fine with that. But I just want us to start thinking about it, because it's going to be a lot of work. But I know God is the best author and finisher.
I'm sorry, bro, but imagine people in Jim Crow looking at Charlamagne's setup right now, having a podcast, having free speech right now, brother. Shut your ass up.
I would also like to point out the fact that he was on TV and has had multiple radio shows that are like massively successful. This guy didn't go to college or any of that stuff.
This is what I want to say.
Oh, he also used to sell drugs. He went from a drug dealer to this point.
You gonna incriminate the nigga?
Look,
I'm just saying, like he went from selling drugs in the streets to being massively successful. That's like, I looked it up.
No, what's crazy is, you know how he brought up Jim Crow, but liberals are the main ones that are screaming for black only spaces.
Yep,
so
separation.
Like, I never heard
That's
the Republican
segregation.
Party said separate from each other. They want everybody to be together.
These people are. That's why I be getting mad at y'all when y'all just say what they say on Twitter in the house. Just shut this. Just please, these niggas is idiots. Just shut that shit up, please, bro. I'm tired of hearing this shit, bro. There's too much contradiction with these people, bro.
And I don't know what God is trying to tell us right now. I don't know what story God is writing. I do, but I'm listening. Please just hit the hee-haw.
You the donkey of the day.
That's all I got for you right now.
That's exactly.
There is beating the
Wow.
Yeah, no, I guess now we know that Charlamagne has been fully aware of everything that was going on this whole time, and he was paid to use his platform to spread propaganda. And I think he really just exposed that, because he literally just went through a whole spiel of what the everyday American was feeling, and then he was on television this whole campaign cycle.
He's a Nazi.
Gaslight. He's a Nazi. He's a fascist. We shouldn't want him. This and that and this. And Kamala Harris is for us, and this and that and this and that.
The name calling be crazy.
They
said we. Can I say that? They said we are Russian spies.
Yeah,
they say that about us on Twitter
insane.
multiple times.
Y'all know where we came from, guys.
Like,
Come
damn.
on, man.
Can y'all believe that? The OGs. Listen to me saying that. They say we are Russian spies, y'all.
It baffles me when people
That
say
is what
crazy
they
stuff.
say
Like,
about us.
because all you gotta do is
Russian
click
spies.
on our page and you can click the link in and see everything. Like, people are like, oh, y'all failed at making reaction videos, so now y'all right-wing grifters. Okay, first of all, we ain't never failed at that.
Y'all want me to be like Charlamagne?
We ain't never failed at that.
Do y'all want me to be as Charlamagne?
We just fell into politics and enjoyed it, and here we are. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, but people are just make all type of crazy inferences and assumptions and stuff, and it's really ridiculous. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I just think, Charlamagne, you're the donkey of the day.
Yes.
And you knew what was going on this whole time, and you chose to spread rhetoric and propaganda, and now you get to sit on your show and be a donkey.
I can't believe they thought it was gonna work, bro. Like, I could just see a person, because they're on the radio show every morning, just hearing them call somebody a Nazi. Like, you just riding around, you just hear, nigga, a Nazi? How is that even possible to be a Nazi?
That's an attack on character bad.
And Hitler.
Well, some people.
A presidential candidate.
I would also like to point out the fact
That's why y'all
Kamala
lost.
in her campaign was calling Trump Hitler, and now she's talking about we're gonna have a peaceful transfer of power. So you're gonna peacefully transfer power over to Hitler?
Come on now.
You're so fake.
Hold on.